Today is Tuesday, February 24th, and this is Citrus TV Now. I'm Grace Elford, and here are today's top stories. Syracuse University's Launchpad is celebrating student entrepreneurs. The program announced the winners of its 2026 Afropreneurship competition, awarding 6 students cash prizes. The event took place earlier this month in Byrd Library. 3 Syracuse hotels have been turned into student housing, but one landlord is going in the other direction. Developers say they want to convert most of the units at the Schuyler Commons on Harrison Street back into hotel rooms. The change would shift the buildings away from student housing as developments continue on University Hill. A Central New York man is facing 48 charges involving 6 children over the span of 4 years. Ryan Puntello was indicted on charges following rape, sexual abuse of young children, and production of sexual abuse materials. Officials say the alleged abuse spanned over multiple years. The Onondaga County District Attorney says the investigation is ongoing. SUNY ESF is reporting progress and growth in their campus stability. The university announced its 2026 long-term enrollment and financial responsibilities. The reports show growth over the past 3 years in enrollment and graduation rates. In a statement, Chancellor John King Jr. says, quote, "SUNY is on the move and expanding programs and initiatives to support our students and campuses throughout New York State. SUNY is delivering on our promise of an affordable and high-quality higher education for all New Yorkers," end quote. SUNY says the plan will guide the system's growth in the next years ahead. Governor Kathy Hochul is calling on President Trump to refund a $13.5 billion tariff cost to New Yorkers. Hochul says the tariffs have hurt families and small businesses throughout New York State. The governor is urging federal action to return that money. And coming up on Citrus TV Now, the latest updates on Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. Find out after this short break.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're back with the latest updates on the Nancy Guthrie disappearance. Savannah Guthrie announced today that her family is offering up to $1 million for the recovery of her mother. The search continues as 3 weeks has been reached since Guthrie's disappearance. The family remains hopeful and urges the public to keep their mother in their prayers. President Donald Trump will deliver his first State of the Union address of his second term tonight. The address comes as the president's approval rate sits at a low point. The speech is expected to focus on domestic issues, and some congressional Democrats say they plan to boycott the address. Others will wear white or pins to protest. Republicans have invited the U.S. men's Olympic ice hockey team to attend. The address is set to begin at 9 p.m. Now, it certainly was a lot colder than yesterday here in Syracuse. Our weather anchor, Brody Miller, is here to tell us all about it.
That's right, Grace. Today felt significantly colder than yesterday compared to my opinion. I think the sun makes all the difference. Yesterday it was about 30, but right now it's about 19 degrees, but those winds at around 10 miles per hour brings the feels like down to only 9 degrees. And looking into tonight, temperatures are warming up, but the bad news is that there is going to be some snow, so those patches of green grass we were seeing around campus are not going to stay, unfortunately. So some snow expected around tomorrow morning. Looking into the next 3 days, we have some snow on Wednesday, like I mentioned. Thursday, it's going to warm up a little bit at 29, but let's look at Friday, 38 and sunny. And like I said, sun makes all the difference, and it's always good news to see the sun on the forecast here in Syracuse.
Always good to hear, Brody. Well, coming up on News Live at 6, following Newhouse's new door policy, our Sophia Drager has details about the new ID policy and what it entails.
Well, that's all the time we have for you today on Citrus TV Now. For more of the latest, make sure to follow Citrus TV News on X and Instagram. I'm Brody Miller.
And I'm Grace Elford. The news continues in an hour with more Yvonne and Isabella Galan. Have a great night, Syracuse.